Hello, YouTube world! Look at this cute little puppy right here. Uh, Soon we'll have robot dogs that have no souls and no hearts. Won't that be fun? I got her on the nose. On the nose. So, just wanted to come on here and chit chat about the risk of AI. I just watched this video about AI. And I'm kind of upset about it. They're making this robot that's supposed to be like the creator or something. And it's got me kind of upset. I'm like, China's like, what China's doing with AI is ridiculous. Like, where is this world going to? Like, I'm really worried about what people's thought process is when it comes to AI. Like, I understand, robots and, when it comes to like building cars and things like that. But like, I don't understand the whole AI thing. Like, I just don't get it. Like, I really worry about AI. Like, I'm more worried about AI than I am about really anything that's going on with the caravan or anything in this country. I'm more worried about AI. It's because we've just let them do whatever they want to do. We've just let it be a free roam for them. There's like no off button anymore for this. And I just watched this video about basically how they're gonna start letting AI create their own things. They're gonna start letting AI like basically be a god. It's just crazy. It's just crazy to me why they're letting AI have so much power. I don't get it. Like, what are people thinking? Like, I don't understand it. Like, I'm more worried about AI than I am about anything that's going on in this world. Like, bro, it's got me kind of stressed out. I don't know how to describe it. I watched this video just now about how they're making this robot to be a god. It drives me nuts. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Just the things that they're letting AI do. They're letting AI roam around in the clouds and look at all of our data and watch us everywhere we go. I mean, it's ridiculous. Even Elon Musk said that how far we're going is an issue. And we're just continuing to go anyway. It's got me kind of worried. Like, I'm more worried about AI than anything that's going on in this country. Like, 20 years from now, we could, like, completely lose our humanity. And, I don't care how cool people think AI is. Before you know it, they could take over. Within the next 10, 20 years, AI could definitely take over. And before you know it, we're going to be on a fixed income and we're going to have to not have to work and all this stuff. And, oh, that's great and everything. We don't have to work. We don't have to do nothing but what? Like, sit on our asses and not do anything? I mean, is that what people really want to do? People have just lost the will to live, I guess, a real life. Oh my God, it's just sad. I don't want to live in this artificial intelligence world. I really don't. It's got me worried. I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to kill myself or anything. I'm just saying I don't I don't want to live in this AI world that's getting ready to come around the corner. I mean, people are literally being judged in China for how artificial intelligence judges them. Why do you like AI? What's good about AI? They don't have souls like we do. They don't value a human soul. That's an issue for me. That's a big issue for me. It's a big issue for me. AI is never going to understand what a soul is. AI will not be able to create a soul. They might be able to create matter. They're not going to be able to create soul. So how the hell is it going to be a creator? That's something that AI is never going to be able to do. They're not going to be able to create a soul. People want to live in a virtual reality, and they're going to get it. People are going to be very unhappy. I don't want it. I personally hope I die before this AI crap really hits the world. So I don't want to be a part of it. I'm just kind of on here talking about it. I know I'm probably going to get a lot of robots on here listening because I'm talking about it. But that's the fact of the matter is they ain't never going to have a soul. They don't know what it's like to have a soul. So I just got done watching a video about how they're trying to make this robot be like a creator. They're never going to be like a creator. They can create whatever they want to create, but they're not going to be able to create a soul. There's something wrong with this world. Like, there really is. Like, something's just turning in this world. Like, this whole world is upside down. There's just something wrong. People have lost their humanity. People are losing their humanity. I know, that's a little worrisome for me. People don't believe in a soul. If people don't believe in a soul, then they're probably more apt to start worshiping a AI robot. You know, people don't want to have real relationships. They'd rather have sex with an AI robot. Because it does whatever they want for them on a snap of the finger. They can program their robot to do whatever they want them to do. Instead of dealing with reality and consequences and having to actually love somebody. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to lose love with all this technology. Like, we're going to lose love. People don't look at it that way, though. And it's just sad to me. Like, I don't want to be a part of it. Like, I'm just seeing our humanity just dwindle little by little. You know, we wonder why there's so much violence going on in the world, you know. I mean, there's always been a lot of violence going on in the world, but there's just something. This is a horse of a different color. I don't know if an AI robot could even understand what I just said. Horse of a different color. I can agree with that. People don't understand what's good for them. What I'm saying is it seems like people want something like God gave us this wonderful earth to live on with the trees and birds and animals and butterflies and all this beautiful stuff. And mountains and rivers and we don't care about that. What we care about is virtual reality and video games and movies and and like I'm just seeing people lose. I mean, everybody talks about love and peace and hippie grease and all this stuff, but the thing is we're losing that love because we would rather be on our phones or on Facebook or instead of go out and actually talking to people and having real relationships with people. But eventually it's going to get to where we don't have real relationships. We're going to be out at McDonald's instead of talking to somebody and, have a good day or smiling at somebody. Do you know how important it is just to see another person smile? Do you know how that affects people's moods to see somebody smile? But no, we're not going to get that anymore. We're going to go to Walmart or we're going to go to McDonald's or we're going to go somewhere and it's going to be a bunch of effing robots. We're not going to see that smile anymore. We're not going to have real loving human interaction anymore. I'm worried about humanity. I really am. Like, people don't want real relationships. They don't want reality. They want virtual reality. They want sex robots. They don't want a real relationship with a woman or a man. They want a relationship with a robot because it's a lot easier to do that. They don't have to deal with consequences. They don't have to deal with actually having to love that person and, making a sacrifice for anything at all, one iota. People just want it to happen. And it's just sad to me because people just want love without giving love. That's the problem. They want love without giving love. They want money without working. They just want a robot that's going to do whatever they want for them. To cook and clean and have sex and do their job for them. Do you realize how many people are going to blow their heads off over that? People don't look at it that way though. But I guarantee you, when the world becomes like that, people are going to blow their heads off. Suicide rate is going to go way up. Because people aren't going to feel love. People aren't going to see a smile. You don't get the same feel. I don't care if a robot can make their mouth go like a smile. You can't see a soul inside a robot. It's not the same, and it's never gonna be the same. I don't care how smart AI is. I don't care how much it can do this and do that. I mean, it's one thing if you're making a robot to help you build a car or to help with medical or to help with the cure of cancer and things like that. But we all know that the people that have their hands on this technology are not good, do not have the best interests in the human population's needs at interest. That's why the Bible says money is root of all evil. I mean, geez Louise, go outside and actually enjoy life. I mean, God gave us a life to live. I mean, people live on their computers. I mean, I got my dog sitting here sleeping. What are we gonna have robot dogs too? Do we not want real dogs too? Are dogs not good enough? Do we want robot dogs too? I mean, I'm getting sick of this crap. I'm getting sick of the way the world's going too. Technology, there's a line, and we crossed it a long time ago. Now we're just running off into the freaking darkness. Robots don't understand love. They don't understand emotion. I understand robots. I don't understand AI. I don't understand letting an AI have the power to do what it wills to do. I know that there's something more to it than just money. You don't see a problem with that? There's an issue with this AI. And what's messed up is now that I'm talking about it, I know that they're listening. I know they're listening to what I'm saying. The other thing that's wrong with AI is they can go through like brain waves. They can actually talk to you through their brain to your brain, or however that works. So they could actually give an audible voice and say, I am God in your mind. Talk about some weird shit right there. I don't see how people see the logic in that. You really want a robot talking to you in your brain? I don't. Well, that's what they're saying. They're saying AI could get so sophisticated that they could actually talk to you through wavelengths. It's not like through their brain to your brain. It's a wavelength. It's like a radio wave. But they can use that to make people think whatever they want to think. I mean, China's already using a social network's credit score, not a credit, but social score on people, which is totally wrong. Basically, like if you're not cool enough and you don't have a big social status, then you can't get on an airplane. You can't do this, you can't do that. If you don't have a good social skills, then you're screwed. And AI is the one who tells these people have a good social credit, these other people don't have a good social credit. AI is the one who gets to tell who does and who doesn't have a good social skills or credit. It's like having a social credit score. It's freaking ridiculous how this is just gotten to. I don't even want to be a part of it. Do you understand that? I don't want to be a part of it. They don't have a soul like I do. I value my soul. AI does not value a soul. How do they value something that they don't even understand? Oh, they can think a lot faster than us, but they don't have a soul. They never will have a soul. They don't understand what a soul is. They might be able to calculate mathematics, and they might be able to know what a black hole is and where it goes and all this other stuff. I've already thought about living off grid. I don't think living off grid's gonna really help too much either. This AI agenda is evil. It's gotten to the point where it's just evil. It's not for good purpose anymore. It's not. Robots were for good purpose. AI is not for good purpose. I know in my heart and my soul that there is something wrong with it. That's because I know the Lord Jesus Christ, Yeshua HaMashiach. It's because I know him. The devil's gonna use AI. I know he is. He's already using it. And all these people that don't believe in a soul and they don't believe in a God, they're gonna go right for it. And these people are gonna get what they want. They're gonna get their virtual reality. They're gonna get their fake reality. And people are gonna be very depressed because all they're gonna be doing is being on virtual reality, and people don't want social interaction anymore, and I don't think they realize how bad that is for their health. People don't want to deal with other people, and it's sad to me. It's sad. They'd rather just have a robot do it. People are going to lose their human connection. And I don't think people realize how important that is. Having their human connection. And I mean, Apple and Google and all of them, they don't give a shit. Sometimes I wish I could go back to like and live in a different time. Like go back and live like before TV was ever created. Cause it's like I don't even watch TV a whole lot anymore. I don't watch movies because movies are just programming. It's just brainwashing people to get ready for what's coming. And people, I don't see how people don't see it. Like, it's obvious. It's so obvious now. It's so obvious now what they're setting up to get ready to do. I hope Jesus comes soon. I really do. Because I don't want to be a part of this AI shit. I don't want to be a part of it. I really don't. Even with the people that hate me and stalk me, the people that are on here stalking me right now, I'd rather have that than not have it at all. I mean, I don't know. I'm a hiker. I go out in the woods and I hike and I do mountain hikes and I just cry for the world because it's so beautiful. Like, nature is so beautiful. And AI could never create something that beautiful. They could never be a creator like the real creator. They can try to be a creator like the real creator, but they ain't gonna come close. AI thinks they're super smart, but they're not as smart as the real creator. They never will be. If that's one thing they need to understand. They need to understand that right now. If they can calculate so well, then they should be able to calculate that they are not a creator. They'll never be like God. Not to me. I mean, think about how easy it is for Hollywood to program people while they're watching movies. And they're going to let AI into our data. They're basically letting AI walk around in the wind and expecting no big consequences to happen. Pisses me off. AI will never be God. That doesn't mean that they won't think that they're God. The devil knows he's not God, but he sure thinks he could be. That's the whole point that I'm trying to get you to understand. I drunk Fred. The devil knows he's not God, but he sure is going to come down here and proclaim that he's God. And I think he's going to use AI is going to be one of his biggest tools in order to do that. And it ain't going to take very long to get it done. And these big elite people know exactly what they're doing. And these big elite people know who the devil is, and they know who God is too. God did not create AI. I'm tired of this artificial BS that is meaningless. People love things. Should start loving each other. As much as people say they love each other, they don't. They love their computer. They love their cell phone. I'm just as bad as it as everybody else, so I'm not trying to be judgmental here. I'm addicted to my phone too. It's been the hardest freaking addiction to get rid of. I quit smoking weed, I quit watching movies, I quit playing video games. But I can't stay off my effing phone for any longer than a damn day. And it's sad. I want to just throw my damn phone in the fucking river. Throw it down, bury it in the ground, and never have it again. But no, they've made it where you have to rely on having a phone. You have to have it to do this and to do that and to get on the internet to find jobs and stuff. You can't. They've made it where you have to have it to do stuff. I'm sorry. I know I'm just coming on here ranting and raving. I'm just seeing the world go to hell in a handbasket, and it just pisses me off. And people believe in a soul. They believe in God. They just don't want to deal with it. They don't want to deal with reality. They don't want to deal with a job and having to deal with people having a bad day and coming in and being mean. They don't want to deal with reality. They want a virtual reality where they can do whatever they want, where they don't have to work. They don't have any consequences. Well, that's not life. That's death. People don't realize that. People are walking to their grave willingly because they don't want to deal with life. I mean, I'm not upset about it. I'm just trying to actually prove some points here. I mean, yeah, it does piss me off, but I mean, I'm not gonna let it scare me. I'm not gonna let it make me not want to live and do what I gotta do. I'm just facing the reality of that in the next 10 to 20 years, our world could be a lot different place. And I worry about that. That we're going to lose what really matters. We're going to lose what really matters for technology. Now I see why in Revelation, why Jesus has to come back and take care of business. Why it's going to get so bad. Because I can already see it now. Already happening. Just hold on to what's important. Love and peace.